Welcome to Verbal Peak Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday. People like to welcome you all to the show. Today, we're going to deal with the untimely death again of Elijah McClain. All right, because this is bigger than what you think. This is an actual hunting. Ahmaud Arbery was a hunting. You know how it was stated in Menace to Society when the brother said the hunt is on and you're the prey. Yeah, the hunt is on and you're the prey. Brother Dutton said the hunt is on and the black man is the prey. Now, a medic injected Elijah McClain with 500 milligrams of ketamine. 8 minutes after the injection, McClain's heart stopped beating. He was revived, but had a second cardiac arrest early the next morning. His brain having been irreversibly deprived of oxygen, McClain was taken off life support 6 days after his arrest. So basically, they tranquilized him. You know how a mad animal, dog, bear, whatever, and the authorities get a phone call. They call someone out, and then they shoot him with a tranquilizer, sedate him. Yeah. He was tranquilized. That's how they see black men in America, as prey. They hunted Ahmaud Arbery down as for sport with their rifles and killed him. You know, these police officers came on the scene, choked this man, then injected him with a tranquilizer. What is ketamine, or ketamine, ketamine, is a medication mainly used for starting and maintaining anesthesia. It includes a trance-like state while providing pain relief. It's a sedation, and it causes memory loss. What did they say? He suffered brain damage. Oh, these some sick people, man. These some sick people. Some sick, mixed up individuals, man. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, what are we actually dealing with? I'm just simply saying, hey, man, if you want guidance, you got to hear Mr. Farrakhan speaking July 4th, this Saturday. I mean, what else we got? You know, like Trump say. I mean, this world is split in two. One is listening to the President Trump, and the other half is listening to Mr. Farrakhan. I mean, it's something else. I just want to play it.
America was not built on a firm foundation. The nation called America was doomed from its inception. How do you build a nation? Killing the native people. How do you build a nation? Bringing a whole people out of Africa to America to be made slaves. This is your foundation. The world is looking at a country going to hell. You are opting to be a part of that is unraveling right in front of your eyes. You see the country cascading downward. This is America. Why do you want to get into something that is coming to an end? So we are living in the time of the unraveling of this great nation.
(11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You got 1 day, 12 hours, 19 minutes, and 52 seconds before you hear from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan will actually address the world, not just America. He's going to address the world. We're waiting. The whole world is anticipating this speech. You'll hear a voice of reason, a voice of truth. Then you have Trump and his supporters and his ideology. And we're coming to a point to where black people, we got to make a decision. You know, we really got to sit back and look at this thing, you know. 400 years of the same thing. People are fed up. But yet and still, you have those who want to go along to get along. You have leaders and politicians that don't have a solid plan or a solid foundation. You have these police unions that some of these local officials signed off on, that agreed to some of these contracts. And when you get into reading some of these contracts, I mean, it's ridiculous, you know, where the police have, after an incident, you can't question them until 48 hours. 2 days later. Who would even sign off on something like that? So we want to get into all of that. We got to deal with all of that in order to make the right and just change that needs to be made. But there's a lot of questions that needs to be answered. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked. So this is just the prelims, leading up to the minister's show. Now, actually, I'm not, what's today? Today, Thursday? I'm not doing nothing Friday. I really didn't do too much this week because the stage is not mine, But basically, I just want people to sit back and listen to wisdom and knowledge, gather some understanding, because we need answers. We need solutions, actually, because we've been dealing with this. Your parents' generation been dealing with it. Your grandparents' generation been dealing with it. Your great-grandparents' generation. I mean, it's been going on for 400 years. And no one seems to have the answers. Held hands. We pleaded. We even sacrificed our lives. And now it's getting to a point to where, okay, let's sit back and hear from someone that's coming from a different perspective, meaning not from a worldly perspective. And let's hear wisdom and knowledge on how to actually deal with this, and not coming from a point of emotion, but coming from a point of mathematics and science, to where it makes sense. So everybody that listens to this show, tune in to hear the minister speak on Independence Day, because it's time for Black folks' independence. So we'll be celebrate Independence Day, because this will be our independence. It's just time to cut the tie, time to cut the string. It's time to cut the ties that bind. Cut those ties that bind and sell. I'm just, I'm at a loss for words. It gets like this sometimes, where you just like, wow. But I do like to thank a lot of people. Thank Sister Sonera Smith, Sister C, Sister Pebbles, my family, A-Tone Production, Brother Low Key, Brother Jamal, Brother Gene, what's up, Tay? My whole post office family. It's just so many, man. Because there's so many of us on this planet, And, my heart aches, man, to see all these beautiful, melanated people, Moors, Muslims, Christians, Jews, man. We just lost one of our Black Jewish brothers, Brother Rubinstein, D. Rhymes. It's just so much going on, man. So much going on. It's to the point to where, we need a voice of wisdom at this moment. Not a paid out voice, and not a go along to get along voice, and not even a voice that's speaking white Jesus. We need a conscious, strong Black Pan-Africanist, what they call Reverend. Here, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I want to run that by you once again. I'm going to read this, and I'm out. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is set to deliver a major message July 4th concerning the current state of affairs in America, the world, the coronavirus global pandemic, and other critical subjects. Minister Farrakhan's message, the criterion, will be delivered on Independence Day, which also marks the 90th anniversary of the existence of the Nation of Islam in America. It will be his first public address since February. His message, Saturday, July 4th, is scheduled to be streamed live here at noi.org, The Criterion, and audio only via Final Call Radio at finalcall.com. Program starts at 11 a.m. EDT, as Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. CDT, and 8 a.m. PDT, and 1600 GMT. So make sure you all check it out, man. No, seriously, the world is waiting on this, man. This is the talk. Everybody wants to hear this message, and then we move out after hearing this message. Verbal Pick Radio, we out.